Greetings and salutations, witches and friends. This is your girl Sage, aka Sage the Urban Witch, and I am on for a collective reading for you guys for today. Okay, we're gonna do something a little bit of short, okay, a little short and sweet message, a little bit of the tea for you guys. Okay, so I pre-pulled some cards, you guys, but before I get into it, I want to say for those of you guys who are new to your girl's channel, and for those of you guys who are returning, welcome to my channel, you guys. Welcome to, the House of Sage, as we say, okay, but the channel is Wisdom and Sage. Okay, I thank you guys so much for coming to check me out. Okay, I thank you in advance for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Okay, also I would love it if you guys would hype up this video, because a lot of the videos that I pre-record and premiere, for whatever reason, the algorithm doesn't push them out as much as the lives. So for those of you guys who are coming and the reading is resonating with you guys and you like what you see, please by all means, like, share, comment, okay, subscribe, and hype up the video. Okay, all right. Also, thanks in advance for those of you guys who are continuing to purchase readings from your girl, and also continuing to give those lovely donations via my business website. It is greatly appreciated. Okay, and I want you guys to know that personal readings are still currently available, just to let you guys know that I'm here to assist you on your journey, and you don't have to do it alone. Okay, so you guys can check out the prices and the readings that I'm currently offering. The link to my website is in my bio. Okay, all right, so having said that, guys, I pre-pulled some cards. Okay, and so whatever energy, whatever messages is coming out, that is the timely message for you guys on today. Okay, so we have the card here, you guys, the number 5, financial and marital changes. The number 5, financial and marital changes. Okay, next card we have, you guys, is flow in reverse. Flow in reverse. Okay, and then the next card we have, you guys, is love begins. Love begins. Okay, all right, let me see what's going on here. All right, so it appears, dear one, that, there is someone that is reaching out to you for your hand in marriage. Okay, this person could already be married. They could be in a relationship. Okay, they could be in a relationship. Okay, it appears as though this person is all over the place and they're just reaching. Okay, perhaps this person is in some type of relationship, dear one, where they're essentially waiting for you to rescue them. They may have gotten themselves caught up in a situation that they weren't bargaining for. Okay, they were going for that bright, beautiful, shiny carrot. Okay, and they found out that what they thought was a diamond turned out to be a cubic zirconium. So this is giving someone, dear one, that is pining over you, someone, dear one, that is in a lot of conflict, okay, concerning you, because it appears as though, they may have put on a front, they may have selected someone over you, they may have even ghosted you, dear one, but I'm hearing from Spirit that as I'm looking at the 2 rings here, this person in some way, shape, or form have always considered you to be some type of soulmate or someone that they could come back to. Okay, perhaps, they thought that they could have their cake and eat it too. Okay, perhaps they thought that by ghosting you, dear one, that you would chase them. Okay, but I'm hearing from Spirit, and I know this to be true for those of you guys who are part of my collective. You don't chase, dear one, you replace. Okay, and then you attract. Okay, you attract what's for you, and then that which is not on your level, okay, you toss it to the wayside. Okay, so this person, dear one, whomever this person is, okay, this could be someone from your past. This could be someone that is, in your current timeline, someone that's lurking back in the cut. Okay, well, it appears, dear one, that you have moved on. As I see the number 1 here, okay, you have moved on to some very beautiful beginnings. Okay, your heart chakra is open. You're manifesting. Okay, the money is coming in. You guys are tending to your own affairs. Okay, you guys are really, doing some things now. You're getting a lot of attention. People see you guys as abundant. But also, more importantly, you guys are either in a relationship now that is harmonious, or there is one that is certainly coming down the pipe for you, okay, as we have the number one here. But as far as this person is concerned, dear one, they're very distraught, dear one, and it's like they're reaching out to you like they don't want to let you go because you didn't want to put up with their shenanigans and what they had going on, okay? You didn't want to be a part, I'm hearing, of their harem of fuckery. Come through, Spirit. I'm looking, Spirit really has me focusing on this number 5 here. So you guys, I already have the gist of the message from looking at these cards, okay? So the gist of the message, dear one, is that someone is blaming you for their relationship drama, but you ain't got nothing to do with that, okay? Because this person made their own decisions. They made their bed, so they're going to have to lie in it, okay? But as I'm looking at the number 5 here, okay, the number 5 is really sticking out prominently. So this person, you may have known this person for 5 years or so, or this person may have been pining for you, holding a torch for you for over 5 years, okay? This person, if they're in a situation, if they have baby mothers, they could have 5 baby mothers, okay? This person could also be born on the 5th day of any month, or they could be born in the month of May, okay? So they could be a Gemini or Taurus, okay? They could also be born on May 5th, okay? That could apply for a particular, maybe one person or so, okay? But I'm hearing from Spirit, dear one, this person, they're now in regret for the decision that they made. They have a lot of financial conflict. They have a lot of things going on. Essentially, a lot of hands in the pot. Even as I look at the red here, the red representing the root chakra, come through, Spirit, which represents, I protect, I provide. This person is really being stretched to the limit, come through, Spirit, of having to protect and provide for a lot of different households, a lot of different families, okay? Because the way that they were behaving and moving in these streets was very, very karmic, okay? Somehow or another, dear one, you got tossed to the wayside, okay? Somehow or another, this person thought that, they could put you on a shelf and that you would just sit there and just remain right where they left you, and that you wouldn't move on, you wouldn't level up, you wouldn't find, someone that matches your vibe, okay? You wouldn't boss up on this person, okay? But dear one, they were sadly mistaken. Now they've been left behind, and it's like they're blaming you for their situation, okay? So let me see, dear one. Why are they blaming you for their situation? Yeah, this person, is giving that they're delusional, is giving that, they felt as though whatever type of connection or whatever that they had with you, dear one, that it was strong enough, or that you perhaps were gullible enough that you would never leave this person, never question them, never challenge them to get their shit together, to get their act together, okay? Also, I'm hearing from Spirit, there's a level of deception, a level of omission. So perhaps when you met this person, dear one, they were pretending as though, they were by themselves, they were single, everything was all good. They didn't let you know that they had a lot of baggage, they had a lot of, situationships and a lot of different, households that they had to take care of and provide for. So they misled you, okay? And they thought that, they could love bomb you, or they could make a connection with you, based on something superficial, but to the point where, they would form some type of quick bond or quick soul tie with you so that you wouldn't be able to leave, okay? But this person, they underestimated your strength. They underestimated your ability to love yourself and your ability to walk over and to walk away and to start over and to start fresh, okay, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So now, dear one, this person, they're sitting back in conflict, okay? Because as we look at the green here, the money is funny. So, their pockets are very thin, again, the little resources that they have, it is stretched very thin out to multiple households, multiple responsibilities, and this person, they feel as though they're doing it all on their own, okay? For some of you guys, this particular person, like I said before, this person could be in a current relationship or something, but there's a disconnection, okay? There's a disconnection because this person feels as though they don't have a partner that is equal to them in terms of helping them, provide, helping them bring in money, helping them bring in finances, helping them share the load in terms of being responsible, okay? This has caused this person to be very, very angry, okay? As I look at the red over the fingers, it's like this person is pointing the blame, come through, Spirit, pointing the blame to everyone else except for himself, okay? Because he made decisions, okay, to pour himself out so thin amongst a lot of different peoples and a lot of different directions, and he's putting more out than he's receiving, that he's getting back in. Okay, so there's a type of conflict. Okay, and I'm also hearing from spirit, it's like this person, dear one, they feel as though they're sinking, they feel as though they're drowning. I'm hearing drowning in debt, drowning in sorrow. Okay, I'm also hearing missed opportunity. This person, dear one, whomever they are, they feel as though they have missed an opportunity with you. But again, rather than this person taking responsibility and saying, this was some choices that I made, I was looking at the shiny things, I was playing on collective, pretending as though, they weren't good enough for me, they weren't popping enough, I was playing with their heart. Okay, and I didn't expect for them to leave, and so now that they left, I'm all distraught. So this person, dear one, is like, they have to take accountability, and they have to stop pointing fingers at everyone else. Okay, they're pointing fingers at their mate, whomever they're with, but at the end of the day, dear one, they chose this person. Okay, they're blaming the people that are relying on him for all of the responsibilities that they have to carry. They have to carry this heavy load, but again, that was their choice that they made. That is their problem, because they made the decisions to create that dynamic for themselves. Okay, again, I'm hearing this is someone, dear one, that they wanted to have their cake and eat it too, but it didn't turn out that way. So now this person is in a lot of conflict. Okay, financial hardships. Okay, also I'm hearing trouble in paradise. Now there's trouble in paradise, dear one, not only because the money is not right. Okay, this person is overwhelmed, overburdened. Whoever they have chosen to be their mate or partner is not pulling their weight. Okay, so this person feels as though they have been duped, they feel as though they have been deceived. Now ain't this about a bitch? They went out to be deceptive and to deceive you, dear one, to show themselves as being something, and they were not that way at all. Okay, and now someone did the same thing to them, dear one. They played a better game of being a bait and switcher. They played a better game of being deceptive, and now this person is blaming everyone but himself. Okay, for the situation that he has gotten himself in. Okay, this person, they hate the fact, dear one, that, they feel as though they're in a situation where they can't get out of. But I'm hearing from spirit again, this person is playing victim. Okay, they were being a villain towards you and the way that they treated you, but now they want to play victim, dear one, because you didn't fall for their games, or because you didn't chase them. Now they want to play victim, dear one, because the person that they chose was a bait and switcher as well. They thought that they was going to have someone that was going to be able to put up with their shenanigans, or perhaps they chose someone, dear one, I'm hearing pretty shiny things, someone that they not only were physically attracted to, but they were sold a bill of goods, or they were led to believe that this person was going to fund their lifestyle, this person was going to take care of them, and it didn't turn out quite that way. Okay, this person baited and switched them. They pretended as though, maybe perhaps they had money, or they had wealth, or they came from money. But, lo and behold, once, things became solidified, so to speak, and locked down, okay, perhaps, through a marriage or whatever, or through marriage and children, now this person, dear one, they feel stuck, and they feel like, okay, I was misled, I was deceived. Okay, but again, it's because they weren't using, as we look at the purple here, come through spirit, they weren't using their discernment. Okay, their crown chakra was closed because their root chakra, okay, was wide open. They were looking at this person with lust and passion, rather than a sense of practicality and discernment, and looking at this person in terms of, is this person on my level? Let me really do some research. Let me really ask some questions. Okay, let me put aside the bedroom activities, last, and let me get to the root of who this person is at the core first. Okay, because I cannot build a solid foundation or a commitment around bedroom activities. But this is essentially what this person did. Okay, but now again, they want to blame the person that they're with. They want to blame you, dear one, because you walked away. Okay, it's like now This person, dear one, they want to blame you for their relationship drama. And a lot of that has to do, dear one, because whoever this person is, come through spirit, whoever this person is, dear one, they can't seem to keep your name out of their goddamn mouth, okay? So now this is stirring up trouble in the home, more trouble than it already is in the home, because they already got financial issues, okay? They already have issues of distrust with each other, okay? They already have issues of, the sizzle and the fizzle has worn out, and so now they're not even, intimately attracted to each other. I'm hearing unrequited love. So this person's partner may still be trying to hold on and continue to be in a relationship or connection with this person, but this person, dear one, who is, steadily looking at you and steadily pining over you, this person has fell out of love. What I'm hearing from spirit, it was never love in the first place. It was more like lust, okay? It was more like lust. It was more like, this person was being an opportunist, okay? And so they got bit in the ass, okay? Because they went into a relationship, with the wrong things in mind, okay? With the wrong agenda. And it turned on them, okay? It flipped on them, okay? So yeah, this person, because they can't stop talking about you, dear one, they're causing a lot of division, in the home, where this person's current is, getting on this person about being distracted and looking at you, okay? And this person, rather than manning up and saying, well, this person that I'm looking at, they don't have nothing to do with this situation. They don't even want me, because if they did, I wouldn't even be here with you. Instead of coming clean about the situation as a way for this person to get back at their current for feeling as though they were deceived by her, okay, or by him if this is a same-sex situation, they keep throwing your name in this person's face, okay, almost to insinuate that you guys have something going on, collective, okay, that you guys have some type of secret, situation, like you're a side piece or a sneaky link or this and that, and this person is trying to make it seem like he don't even know why he's still there in that relationship, and whoever the current is, she need to shut the hell up and be satisfied, because he could walk away at any minute, but he's trying to be accountable, he's trying to be responsible, and that's a lie, dear one. He's just saying that to stir up drama and to really piss off and get back at this current, because he's passive aggressive, and because he's holding a lot of contempt for her and the current situation that he's in, which he's playing victim and pretending as though he can't get out of, okay? But it has nothing to do with you, dear one, but it's like he wants to keep throwing your name up, okay, to make it seem like you're the cause for some type of unhappy home. You're the cause for his wandering eye, okay? You ain't got nothing to do with that, dear one. Even again, as I'm looking at the card here, the number one, love begins, okay? Well, it ended for this person, dear one, that was, being janky, that was being dishonest and deceptive when he went into this relationship with this person that he's currently with now. When he ghosted you, when he played on your top, when he played games with you, it made you feel as though he wasn't interested, he wasn't checking for you, you wasn't on his level, or whatever the case may be. And you moved on, dear one, okay? Love begins for you, but when you left, love ended for this person, because this person, dear one, was the type of person where they can have a lot of different randoms. They can have someone that they're currently in the house under one roof with, but they still have a lot of situations, they still have a lot of things going on the side, left, right, and every which way, okay? But in the midst of all of that, dear one, they still was pining over you, okay? It was like they just had a lot of people in their life, in their bed, to take up space, to take up time, to distract them, shall I say, from the fact that you were not there, and hoping and pining that you would come back to them. Also, I'm hearing from spirit trying to make you jealous in a lot of ways. This person has some type of fantasy that everything that he was doing, that you were watching, okay? So if this person is in the spotlight, or if they're online, okay, they were hoping that, you were checking out their social media, they were hoping that, you were following, I don't know, their tour dates, or following, what type of shows that they were doing, if this person was an actor, or on Broadway, or doing something where they're in the public eye. They act like you were really just following their itinerary to a T, and so they really deluded themselves into trying to paint this picture, this facade, that they were really, really happy, they really had it going on, and look what you missing out on, look how you missing out on me, you could have been with me. But all of this, dear one, I'm hearing from spirit, was a facade. And so this person, dear one, they're slowly cracking. because this facade that they created for themselves has fallen, okay? And everyone is beginning to see this person crack, okay? And, people are seeing that this person, they don't really have it together. They're not really, going with the flow. They're not really, taking care of business, taking care of their responsibilities, okay? They're not really balanced and peaceful. They don't really have a lot of things popping off, in their world like they're pretending to be, okay? So it's very much so giving, this person, dear one, they are a fake flexer, okay? And see, they're mad that you moved on, and see how you're living, your peace, your love is authentic, is real. The moment that you left this person, the moment that you said, okay, this person doesn't really have it together, or the moment that this person left you and you realized that this was a game, that this person was very immature and they just expected for you to chase them, but you called their bluff and you walked away and stayed away. The moment that you did this, dear one, okay, you bossed up, okay? Now, some of you guys are definitely in a harmonious relationship, okay? Your heart is open, okay? You're pouring into this person is pouring into you. And you did that, dear one, because first you decided to love yourself, okay? I'm hearing self-love is the best love. So you poured into yourself, literally, okay? I'm hearing makeover, okay? I'm hearing that a lot of you guys, you may have relocated to a better community or a better environment. Some of you guys may have gotten a better job, okay? A lot of things happen because when you remove this person, or when they left you and you stayed gone because you called their bluff, you had a lot of time, dear one, to really focus on yourself, to really do some self-reflecting, some healing, okay? To do some shadow work. And so when you popped out and you decided that, hey, I'm ready to jump back out into the dating scene, and now I know what I want based on what I don't want, based on, my past, a situation shit or whatever this was, dear one, you were able to match, to find someone, dear one, that matched your vibe. And this all started because, you were working on yourself. This all started because you were believing in yourself and you were no longer searching for and seeking other people's validation, okay? So I'm hearing, you the shit, dear one, and everybody else around you knows it too, okay? Yeah. And so as a result, dear one, it's half and half, but I'm hearing from spirit, half of you guys are already in a harmonious relationship, okay? And then there's another half of you guys where you're happily single. You're going out and doing your thing. You're out in nature, you're meditating, you're taking care of your body, okay? Taking care of your mind, okay? Some of you guys, you're finding your people, you're finding your vibe tribe so that you can have people to hang out with, okay? You can find people to do business with, okay? You can find people to go on excursions with, and just live your life and just be free, because a lot of you guys, I'm hearing from spirit, for quite some time you have been feeling like you were bound, like you were just, suppressed and just held down, okay? Like the energy around you was very, very heavy. And so now you guys feel light, you feel liberated, you feel like you have a fresh new start, okay? Love begins, new opportunities for, self-love to continue to flow, abundance to continue to flow into your life, because now that your heart is open, you're operating from, your heart and not your ego. And so as you're illuminating that self-love, okay, you're bringing and drawing a lot of doors of opportunity to you, okay, a lot of abundance and prosperity to you. And now you have options, whereas before you did not see them and you did not have them, okay? So there's new love coming towards you guys. There's new love that's currently in your life, okay, for some others of you guys. And as the green, we look at the green here also, your money is looking better, okay? So you guys are steadily rising. Some of you guys, since you've taken the time to really work on yourself, I'm hearing from spirit, some of you guys have garnered some type of promotion, okay? So promotion in terms of whether you have created a business for yourself or your business is picking up, or promotion in terms of people asking you if you would be willing to be a part of what they got going on, and you have opportunities to make money and to network and to really level up your life in certain ways, okay? And also for those of you guys where if you work in corporate America, okay, yeah, you put yourself first, you're working on yourself, and people are watching. So if you haven't gotten a promotion already, come through spirit, there is definitely a promotion. There is definitely some type of upper mobility, professional advancement that's coming down the pipe for you guys, okay, is what I'm hearing from spirit. And all of this happened since, you have separated yourself from this person. They're all over the place. And, this person just would have had you, all over the place as well, okay? You can't be in a relationship with someone that doesn't know who they are, don't know, what their role is, okay? They have no vision, okay? They're all over the place, all willy-nilly. They have no self-discipline, no self-structure, anything that, how else can I say it? I'm gonna say it this way: anything that makes, their eyes twinkle, anything that makes their leg pop, okay, they trying to get at it, okay. Yeah. And so you don't need nothing like that in your life, dear one, because for who you are, you need someone that can stand the test of time. You need someone that has that discipline to level up, and to you guys can level up together. You don't need nobody, dear one, that's a liability, because they don't even know who they are. They don't even know their role. They can't even say no, okay. They can't even be responsible or accountable for themselves, and they got too much going on. They all over the fucking place, and then they blame everybody except for taking accountability, okay. You don't want that. You don't need that, okay. I'm hearing that's whack. Throw that back, okay. Come through, spirit. So in a nutshell, dear one, that is today's tea, okay. I'm going to keep it short and sweet for you guys, okay. Today's tea, you guys, is that someone is blaming you for their relationship drama, but you ain't got nothing to do with that, okay. Yeah, I'm hearing my name Bennett. I ain't in it. What the fuck they talking about? I don't know why they bringing me up. I don't know, why they saying my name, okay. I don't know why they current is looking at me, okay. What the fuck you looking at me for? Okay, I ain't got nothing to do with y'all's raggedy ass household or y'all's situation or y'all's relationship, okay. Mind your business, okay. Mind your business. Yeah, I'm hearing that in the ethers, dear one, because you are long gone, okay. And you are established now with someone else, or you're established with yourself, okay. And either way is better than dealing with this person that is just all full of conflict, all full of drama and struggles, and pointing the finger at everyone else except for themselves, okay. You just don't need that, okay. We're not about that life, okay. Yeah, collective, y'all on that grown shit, okay. You on that grown woman shit, that grown man shit, okay. And it's like, shit'll get off the pot, okay. Or if you ain't got it together, keep it moving, because I don't have time to teach you. Come correct or don't come at all. And I know that's right, okay. I'm gonna give you some signs, dear one, and then I'm gonna turn it loose, okay. And I want you guys to hype up this video, because like I said in the beginning, for whatever reason, the algorithm doesn't push out my premiered videos as much as it pushes out, when I go live, okay. And I really want you guys to get this tea, okay. I don't, I'm not able to go live every day, so, 2 days out of the week, I do premieres for you guys, okay, while I'm doing a lot of work on the back end, okay, for my business, all right. But yeah, so hype up the videos, you guys. Leave those very beautiful, lovely comments, okay, in the comment section, you guys. The comments are on, so you can leave comments, okay, because the more comments that I see, for those of you guys who are part of the tribe, for those of you guys who are subscribers, and also, viewers who love the content, okay, when that time comes, when I'm going to start selecting people that I see a lot, okay, from the comment section, I'll choose one of you guys to do a free yes or no oracle message when I go live, okay. So you guys want to make sure that you're in the mix, okay. So you're in the mix so that you can get picked, okay. Yeah, come through, spirit. All right, let me give you guys some signs. Thank you, spirit. For those of you guys where this message most resonates, you or they, dear one, could very well be a Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Pisces, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, and Sagittarius. Thank you, spirit. I'm also hearing Scorpio rising, Leo moon, Gemini moon, and Gemini rising, Aqua moon, and Aries rising. Thank you, spirit. Also, the names Timothy wanted to come out. Timothy, Tamika, Talia, Veronica, Mary, Mike, John, Jonathan, David, Vance, Brian, Jerome, Lisa, Nicole, Ashley, and Albert. Okay. All right, those are some of the names that popped up out of the ethers, okay? It could be your name. It could be someone that you know as it relates to this reading, okay? It could be also be the name of this person's current that is trying to blame you also for there being trouble in the home that ain't got a damn thing to do with you. Okay? All right, dear one, that is your tea, okay? And so until next time, you guys stay beautiful, stay blessed, and stay great. Peace.